You're welcome once again to BECE Mastery, where real life lessons meet exam excellence. In this video, we are looking at BECE 2023 Paper 2, question number 3. Now, with question number 3, we have 3A, 3B, and 3C. So let's take them one after the other. Question number 3A says that express 8 times 32 times 4 times 2 in the form of 2 exponents m. Then we are to use that answer to state the value of m. Okay, so this is indices question. And so we are having our 8 times 32 times 4 times 2. And since we are to express that in the form of this, we need to change all these numbers into indices form, having base 2 with a particular exponent. We can change 8 to be 2 exponent 3 because 2 times 2 times 2 again will give us 8. We can change 32 to be 2 exponent 5 because 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 will give us 32. We can try that and see. So we have 2 here times 2, which is 4, times 2, which is 8, times 2, which is 16, times 2, which is 32. Right, so again, here we have 2 to the power 2 to give us 4, and here we have 2 to the power 1, which is the same as 2. And according to indices, if we are multiplying indices with the same base, we always add exponents. So if you could remember this particular formula that we say a to the power m or to the exponent of m, this is going to give us a m plus n. Since the bases are the same, we add exponents. And so we are going to do the same thing here by saying 2, then 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1. And of course, that's going to give us 2 exponent. 3 plus 5 is 8 plus 2, 10 plus 1, 11. And that gives us the answer for 2 to the power m, which is 2 to the power that. And the second part of the question says that we should state the value of m. And if you compare 2 to the power m equals 2 to the power 11, we can therefore say that m is equals to 11. So that ends the first part of the question. Second part of the question says we should factorize this particular expression, which is the pi n squared k minus 1/4 pi n squared q. We should factorize it. So by factorization, we just look at the common factor and we bring it out. You can see pi is common, so I can say pi. N squared also is common, so I can bring n squared out. That is all that is common here. So into bracket, at this portion I have only k left, and the remaining portion here I have minus 1/4 q left. Of course, we can still write it q/4. And so that becomes the answer, okay, for the first part. Now, the second part says that we should make substitution of the various variables or with the various numbers. Okay, so we can say that in making substitution, pi is 22/7 times n, and n is 2, so 2 squared, into bracket k is 19, minus 1/4 q, and q is 20. Good. So we can simplify further. I'll keep my 22/7. I don't want to do complicated work here. So here is 4 into bracket. Bracket first here, I can have 19 minus 4 can divide 20 as 5. So we get this. Again, board math says that let's do the bracket first. So I'll keep my multiplication here and do this minus that, which will give me 14. And you can see that 7 can now divide 14. So I can do 7 divide itself here 1 and divide here as 2. And so my answer becomes 22 times 4 times 2. All right, so I can do 22 times 4, which I have 88, and 88 times 2 will give me 176, and that becomes the answer for the evaluation of the expression given the various components. Now let's take question number 3C. That's the last question for this very section. Gifty and Justina shared an amount of 418 Ghana cedis. Gifty had 20% more than Justina. How much did Justina receive? Okay, so what we do is that we can say that let Justina's share be, say, X. We don't know. If Justina's share is X, then Gifty will definitely will receive X plus 20% of the amount they are sharing. Remember that when we say more than, when someone receives something more than, that means we do addition. And so Gifty share become X, that is the Justina's share plus 20% of that. Now let's find the 20% of the 418. So 20%, okay, that's 20 over 100 times 418. And we can do simple cancellation here. We know 20 can divide itself 1 and also divide here as 5. So we can have 1 times 418, which of course will give us this divided by 5. I don't want to divide to get decimal for now. Let's keep it. Now, we know that Gifty's share is X plus. So, Gifty's share is equals to the share that Justina had plus 20%, which is giving us 418 over 5. Okay. Now, we know that whatever be the amount of Gifty and then that of Justina, when you put it together, it should give us this particular value of 418 cedis. And so Justina's share is X. Gifty's share is now the whole of this as S plus 418 divided by 5. All should give us 418. So when you do simple arithmetic here, or sorry, simple algebra here, we are going to have 2 of the X, okay, and we can group items and say 418 minus 418 minus 418 over 5. All right, so what I can do here is to say find the LCM, which of course will be 5. Here is over 1. 1 divides that times 418 will give us, that is 1 divided 5 is 5. 5 times 418 will give us 2090. Then minus 5 also divide 5 as 1 times that will give us 418 here. And so what we are going to do is to subtract. Okay, so when we subtract 418 from, if you subtract 418 from 2019, also 2090, we could have our 2x to be equal to 1672, then divided by 5. Okay, so we want to find the value of x. Now we can do cross multiplication here and say that our 10x will be equal to 1672. That means if you say here is over 1, we multiply 1 by 1672, then we multiply 5 also by the 2. And so if we divide both sides by 10, then we can have 1672 divided by 10. Of course, any number divided by 10 is very easy to write because we only move decimal points. So we are going to have 100 and x will be equal to 167.2. Sorry for this, I'm short of space, but then the final answer will be 167.2. Right. I'm sure this has really helped you. Go ahead and solve more questions. We'll meet another time. Stay blessed.